today, folks. Welcome in to the Access Football League. Today's game should be a classic. We've got the top two teams in the division ready to throw down. I can't wait for this one. I'm not sure if the teams today expected the weather to be quite like this. It'll be interesting to see if it affects their play. Let's head down to the field. Fowler with the kick. Breaks away from the first defender. He'll return the kick up near the 30. First down and 10 to go. Motion for the offense. Stevens gives it away. Missed tackle on the defense. Pillman with the tackle. That will go for about 5 yards. Second down. 14 yards to go. He hands it to the runner. Pillman with the tackle. That's good for 10 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Motion right. He'll fake the handoff and keep it himself. He'll be brought down up near the 50. That gets us to second down. The defense sets up in a dime set. Stevens back to pass. Tosses it over to the sideline. And he's immediately brought down. That will keep the chains moving. First down and goal for the offense. Motion left. He drops back. He finds a target over the middle of the end zone. And it's dropped by the offense. Incomplete. The offense sets up in shotgun. Stevens back into the pocket. Finds a target on the left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. It's up. And it's good. Drawing first blood today with that score. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick's away. And he's tackled. Boston getting set to start off this drive. Newman gives it away. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. They'll lose one on the play. Boston makes their way to the line here on second down. Newman drops back into the pocket. Makes the throw over to the left side. Batted down and incomplete. It's a Boston third down. They'll send a player in motion. Go! Toss to the left side. Down to the ground. ground. Tackle made by Hunt. Loss of 4. The punt team makes its way up the line. He punts it away. The tackle is made. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Stevens back to pass. Flings one. And the ball is batted down. Second and 10. Steps into the pocket. Tosses one short. And the pass is incomplete. Third and 10. Stevens back into the pocket. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. And Rucker kicks this one away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Newman with the toss. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Player in motion to the right. Thompson takes the handoff, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Simpson. That will push them back 3 yards. Third down. Newman's back to pass. He finds a target on the right side of the field. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense lines up to punt. He makes the punt. Breaking out of the tackle. And he's tackled. First and 10. Stevens hands it off. And he'll be tackled near the line. That will bring up second down. Second play of the drive. Stevens gives it away. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Hunt. That will be good for about 1. The offense comes in on third down. 3 yards to go. Stevens hands it off. And the tackle will be made by Coleman. That'll bring up fourth down. The offense lines up to punt. And Rucker kicks this one away. This punt will sail out of bounds. Boston getting set to start off this drive. He makes the inside handoff. And Howard wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 16 on the play. 4 linemen and 3 linebackers for the defense. Newman hands it off. Whitaker makes the tackle. That will go for about 8 yards. Second down for the offense. Player in motion to the right.
Go!
He'll pitch it off to the runner. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Silva. That's good for about 7 yards. A 2-receiver set for the offense. Player in motion to the right.
Hike!
Hands it off. Samuels takes him to the ground. That'll be good for about 2. Second down.
Sit up.
He's trapped. He's down. Bowers with the sack. Loss of 9. Sixth play of the drive. Newman drops back into the pocket. There's a penalty flag on the field. Whitaker wrestles him to the ground. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him, and they'll choose to decline the penalty. First down, Boston. Double tight ends for the offense. Motion for the offense.
Hike!
Newman gives it away. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Hunt. That'll go for about 3 yards. Boston makes their way to the line here on second down. Newman hands it off. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Silva. That will bring up third down. Ninth play of the drive. Steps into the pocket. He sees a target over the middle of the field. And it's a catch for Morales. And he brings him to the ground. Tackle by Silva. Gain of 12 on the play. 10th play of the drive. He tosses one. Complete. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. A flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Oh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty. They'll accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs for Boston.
Tonight.
Newman with the toss. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point. Fowler with the kick. And it sails through. The kicking team set up to boot it away. Fowler with the kick. Breaks away from the first defender. And the tackle is made. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Hike.
Stevens hands it off. That's the end of that play. Good enough for a first down. The defense sets up in a dime set. He drops back to pass. Stevens with the pass. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. He takes the ball. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 6 on the play. Third down. He hands it to the runner on the left side. And he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. That's good for about 2. Fourth down. 2 yards to go. Stevens hands it off. Blackwell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 9 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Motion for the offense. He'll pitch it off to the right side. Blackwell makes the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. Second down, 11 yards to go. Stevens back into the pocket. He tosses a floater. The defender can't bring him down. Blackwell makes the tackle. A huge gain by the offense. First down and 10 to go. Stevens gives it away. Tillman brings him to the ground. Gain of 14 on the play. The first quarter comes to a close. Both teams all knotted up so far. First down and goal for the offense. The runner takes the toss to the right. And he is tackled. That will push them back 3 yards. Second and goal. Stevens back to pass. Makes the throw to the... And it's intercepted. Setting up shop from the 20. Newman's back to pass. Throws one. Tipped away and incomplete. A shotgun set for the offense. Newman's back to pass. Tosses a pass. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Third and 10. Finds a receiver along the sideline. Miller with the reception. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. A huge gain by the offense. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Play action fake. He throws one. Miller with the reception. And he's tackled right away. Gain of 11. Boston makes their way up to the line. Newman gives it away. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Howard. That'll go for 9 yards. The offense lines up on 2nd and short. Thompson takes the handoff. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. That'll go for 9 yards. Boston makes their way up to the line. Player in motion to the left. Newman hands it off. And he'll be tackled near the line. Small gain on the play. Boston makes their way up to the line.
Tonight.
Newman hands it off. Brady with the tackle. That's good for a gain of 4. Third down for the offense. 13 yards to go.
Hike.
Newman hands it off. Samuels makes the tackle. Gain of 3 on the play. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line.
Tonight.
Fowler with the kick. And the kick is good. Boston takes the lead after that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Fowler with the kick. And he's tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Motion left. Stevens lets it rip, and it's deflected down. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Stevens back to pass. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage. Pillman brings him to the ground. That will be a loss of 5. Third down for the offense. Stevens lets it rip. It's pulled in by Ryan. Pillman with the tackle. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10. Stevens back to pass. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. That gets us to second down. The offense comes in on second down. 9 yards to go. Stevens gives it away. And he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. That will be good for about 1. Third and long for the offense. Motion left. He drops back into the pocket. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. He makes the punt. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. First and 10. Go! Newman hands it off. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Hunt. That's good for about 7 yards. Operating from under center. Player in motion to the left.
Tonight.
The handoff is taken by Thompson. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That'll cost them a couple yards. 3 receivers for the offense. Motion for the offense.
Tonight.
Newman gives it away. And Howard wrestles him to the ground. That'll go for 9 yards. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Newman's back to pass. Play action fake. And Moody gets a hold of him for the sack. They'll lose 10 on the play. A shotgun set for the offense. Motion for the offense. Dropping back. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. Thompson makes the catch. And Howard wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 15. Boston sets up on 3rd down. Newman drops back into the pocket. A flag on the play. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. It looks like the defense is going to get flagged for holding, and they'll accept the penalty. Operating from under center.
Tonight.
Newman gives it away. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Newman. Gain of 8 on the play. Four linemen and 3 linebackers for the defense. Newman hands it off. He's put to the turf. Gain of 4 on the play. Operating from the gun.
Tonight.
Newman hands it off. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Howard. That will go for about 5 yards. A single back set for the offense. Newman's back to pass. He sends one deep down the left side. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Third down. 14 yards to go. Newman's back to pass. He throws it short along the left side. And he's tackled right away. Gain of 4 on the play. The punt team makes its way up the line.
Tonight.
He makes the punt. This punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Tonight.
Stevens gives it away. He's tackled. That'll go for 9 yards. A 2-receiver set for the offense. Dropping back. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. It's pulled in by Ryan, and he is tackled. A nice pickup there by the offense. First down and 10 to go. Player in motion.
Tonight.
Stevens gives it away. Blackwell makes the tackle. Gain of 11. 1st and 10.
Go.
QB back to pass. Tosses it off to the right side of the field. He steps in for 6. They're setting up for the extra point.
Tonight.
Washington kicks it away. And it sails through. They will pull ahead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. Washington on the kick. That's the end of that play. Boston getting set to start off this drive. Newman's back to pass. Miller with the reception. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That'll go for 9 yards. And the defense calls timeout. That will be their first of the half. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. And it's knocked away by the defense. Third down and short. Newman drops back into the pocket. Tipped away and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. The defender can't bring him down. He is picked up and brought down. First and 10 for the offense. Stevens back to pass. He throws one with some air under it. Downfield, he's got it. And down he goes. A huge gain by the offense. The offense will operate from the gun. Throws the ball. Edwards pulls it in. And he's stopped up around the 20. Gain of 17. Third play of the drive. Stevens back into the pocket. It's down. It's caught. And he's going to be tackled just short of the goal line. A huge gain by the offense. The offense lines up on first and goal. Blackwell makes the tackle. That'll bring up second down. Second down and goal for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. He snags it out of the air. Touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT.
Tonight.
There's the kick. And the kick is good. That score extends their lead. Here comes the kicking team. Washington on the kick. Tackled after returning it up near the 45-yard line. Boston getting set to start off this drive. He flings a pass. Morales on the reception. And Howard wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 18 on the play. Timeout Boston. That will be their first of the half. Second play of the drive. Newman drops back into the pocket. And it's a catch for Morales. Whitaker makes the tackle. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. And Boston calls a timeout. That will be their second timeout. 1st and 10 for the offense. Newman drops back into the pocket. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Boston makes their way to the line here on 2nd down.
Hike.
Newman lets it fly. And it's knocked away by the defense. The offense is going to try for 3 here. Fowler boots it away here. And it just squeaks in. Boston eats away at the lead a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. Fowler with the kick. And he is tackled. First and 10. He drops back. Sets his feet and intercepted. And he'll be forced out of bounds. The second quarter comes to an end. Things could go either way. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. And he is down. Boston getting set to start off this drive. Motion left.
Hike.
Newman hands it off. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. That will be good for about 1. Boston makes their way up to the line. Newman gives it away. He'll be tackled near the 45. First down, Boston. Newman gives it away. And he wraps him up. Tackle made by Watson. Gain of 10 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Newman gives it away. Whitaker makes the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. Second down for the offense. Motion for the offense. Newman gives it away. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. Gain of 3 on the play. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. Motion for the offense. Newman's back to pass. He finds a target on the right side of the field. And that pass is complete to Keller. And Brady brings him down. Gain of 11. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Makes the throw at the sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds. That's good for 10 yards. second down. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches.
Go!
Newman hands it off, and he's down. Tackle by Simpson. That'll bring up third down. Boston sets up on third down.
Go!
Steps into the pocket. Newman with the toss. Whitaker wrestles him to the ground. And it's a Boston first down. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. Pass complete. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Boston.
Go!
Newman hands it off. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. That's good for a gain of 4. He'll pitch it off to the right side. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Hunt. That will be a loss of 2. Boston makes their way up to the line.
Go!
Newman's back to pass. Drop pass by the offense. The field goal team sets up for a chip shot. Fowler boots it away here, and the kick is good. Boston eats away at the lead a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. Fowler boots it away here. Shakes off the first tackle. Tackle after returning it up near the 25-yard line. The offense will start things off from the 25. Stevens gives it away. Tillman brings him to the ground. Gain of 7 on the play. Second play of the drive. The receiver goes into motion.
Go!
The runner takes the toss to the right. He'll be tackled near the 45. Good enough for a first down. First and 10. Stevens back into the pocket. Play action fake. Big time catch on that bomb. He's tackled. A nice pickup there by the offense. Fourth play of the drive. Motion for the offense. Stevens gives it away. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. Gain of 11. First and 10. Stevens back into the pocket. Looking to the right side. He snags it out of the air. Touchdown. They'll opt for the single point attempt here. Washington on the kick. And the extra point is good. They'll extend their lead with that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Washington on the kick. And down he goes. First down and 10 to go. Newman drops back into the pocket. He tosses one. And it's a catch for Morales. Brady with the tackle. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Boston. Newman drops back into the pocket. Whitaker wrestles him to the ground. That gets us to second down. Boston makes their way up to the line. Newman's back to pass. He's throwing it deep. Single coverage for the receiver. Incomplete pass. It's a Boston third down. Motion left. He steps back to pass. Play action fake. Intercepted. And he is down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Motion for the offense. Stevens hands it off. Wrapped up, brought down. Tackle made by Olsen. Gain of 7 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. Stevens back into the pocket. Looking for a target way downfield. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. Hill inhales that pass. Pillman brings him to the ground. Gain of 6 on the play. From under center. Player in motion to the right. Stevens hands it off. Ripped to the ground. A flag on the play. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Oh, his hands closed on the face mask. That's going to be a penalty, and they'll accept the penalty. First and 10 for the offense. Stevens gives it away. Wilkins breaks through. It's a sack. That brings up second down. The offense comes in on second down. Stevens back into the pocket. He's got a receiver on the right side of the end zone. Tipped away and incomplete. Third down. 12 yards to go. Motion for the offense. Finds a receiver, picked off. And he is tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Dropping back. Newman lets it fly. Bradley reels that one in. Wood wraps him up for the tackle. A huge pickup there by the offense. First down and 10 to go. The receiver goes into motion.
Tonight.
Newman hands it off. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. That gets us to second down. Two receivers for the offense. Player in motion to the right.
Go!
Newman hands it off. He drops the ball. Samuels takes him to the ground. Gain of 11. Fourth play of the drive.
Tonight.
Newman gives it away. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Howard. Gain of 1 on the play. The offense will operate from the gun. Makes the throw over to the left side. And that pass is complete to Keller. And he brings him to the ground. Tackle by Silva. First down, Boston. That will wrap things up for the third quarter. The offense comes in with a 2 tight end set. Player in motion. Newman hands it off. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. Short gain of 2. Seventh play of the drive. He'll fake it to the back and keep it on the designed run. Whitaker makes the tackle. That will bring up third down. Eighth play of the drive. Newman drops back into the pocket. He tosses out a floater, and that pass is complete to Keller. And he's hit right away and taken down. That'll go for 9 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Newman's back to pass. Looking for a receiver in the end zone. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Tenth play of the drive. Newman's back to pass. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. Tipped away and incomplete. It's a Boston third down. The receiver goes into motion. Newman's back to pass. He makes the throw. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense lines up to kick the field goal.
Go!
There's the kick. And it's good. Boston eats away at the lead a bit. Lining up for the kickoff. Fowler boots it away here. He is picked up and brought down. First and 10. Stevens hands it off. He's brought down by the defense. Tackle made by May. That will bring up second down. 2nd and 10 for the offense.
Sit hut.
Stevens with the pass. He's finally taken down. A huge gain by the offense. First down and 10 to go. Outside handoff. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Hunt. That brings up 2nd down. The offense comes in on 2nd down. 2 yards to go. He drops back. Olsen's got him. Down with the sack. Loss of 11 on the play. Stevens back to pass. And down he goes. They covered a lot of ground on that play. First and 10. He takes the ball. Wrapped up, brought down. Tackle made by Olsen. That gets us to 2nd down. Second and 10. He makes the handoff to the outside, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Hunt. Loss of 4. Third down. Stevens lets it rip, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The offense is going to try for 3 here. Washington kicks it away. And the kick will fall short. Setting up shop from the 20. Newman hands it off. And he's stopped up around the 20. That'll bring up 2nd down. Operating out of the pistol.
Go!
Newman gives it away. Brady with the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. A nickel set for the defense.
Hike!
The handoff is taken by Thompson. And the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Watson. That will go for about 8 yards. First and 10. Newman drops back into the pocket. He's throwing it deep. Single coverage for the receiver. Whitaker wrestles him to the ground. A huge gain by the offense. First and 10. The receiver goes into motion. Newman drops back into the pocket. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. He pulls it in. Whitaker wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 9 on the play. Boston makes their way up to the line. Thompson takes the handoff. And he wraps him up. Tackle made by Watson. Gain of 1 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. The handoff is taken by Thompson. Brady with the tackle. They'll pick up a couple yards there. Eighth play of the drive. Newman hands it off. And Howard wrestles him to the ground. That'll bring up third down. Third down for the offense. Newman hands it off. And down he goes. That will bring up fourth down. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Boston eats away at the lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. Fowler with the kick. He is picked up and brought down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Player in motion. Stevens gives it away. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Olsen. They'll lose a couple yards there. Second play of the drive. Motion left. Stevens back into the pocket. He tosses one. Brought down by Monroe. Gain of 4 on the play. Third down. 2 yards to go. Stevens back to pass. Throws it off to the left side. And he snagged it. Blackwell wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10. Stevens back into the pocket. Lobs one into the air. And that pass is inhaled by Sanchez. And he's tackled right away. Gain of 7 on the play. Second down for the offense. 3 yards to go. On the handoff. And he's tackled. That's good for a gain of 4. And Boston calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. The offense sets up in the pistol formation. Stevens hands it off. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That'll bring up second down. The offense sets up with 2 backs. Stevens hands it off. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 10 on the play. It's a Boston timeout. They will have 1 remaining timeout. First and 10. He gives it to the runner on the right side. He'll be tackled near the 45. That will go for about 5 yards. It's a Boston timeout. That will be their 3rd and final timeout. Second down for the offense. 14 yards to go. Run pass option. The QB gives it to the runner. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Olsen. Loss of 4. Third down. 3 yards to go. Stevens back to pass. Finds a target. He can't bring it in. That'll be incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He punts it away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start things off from the 20. Newman's back to pass. Sets his feet and throws. And that pass is complete to Keller. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. A huge gain by the offense. Second play of the drive. It is hauled in by Horton. Complete. Whitaker makes the tackle. Gain of 12 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Newman drops back into the pocket. And he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Newman's back to pass. And that pass is complete to Keller. Whitaker wrestles him to the ground. Good enough for a first down. Fifth play of the drive. Newman drops back into the pocket. He throws it into the end zone. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. He drops back to pass. And that pass is complete to Keller. And he wraps him up. Tackle made by Watson. Gain of 17. Two tight ends for the offense. Throws a pass. And they score. Boston touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. Fowler with the kick. And the kick runs out of gas before making it in. No good. That marks the end of the fourth quarter. We are all tied up and headed for overtime. The kicking team set up to boot it away. Washington on the kick. He's put to the turf. Boston makes their way up to the line. He makes the handoff to the left side. Samuels takes him to the ground. That'll bring up second down. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. QB back to pass. Newman lets it fly. It is hauled in by Horton. Complete. And he's immediately brought down. First down, Boston. Boston makes their way up to the line. Newman's back to pass. Scrambling. He'll slide safely to the ground. Gain of 9 on the play. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Motion left. Flag on the play. The QB tucks it and scrambles. And he'll take a slide here. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Ooh, the referee caught him. Defense offside. And they'll elect to decline the penalty. That's good for about 7 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion to the left. Newman gives it away. And the tackle will be made by Moody. Gain of 4 on the play. A dime set for the defense. Dropping back. Finds a target on the left side of the field. And the pass is incomplete. Seventh play of the drive. Player in motion to the left.
Go!
The handoff is made. Whitaker makes the tackle. Gain of 6 on the play. First down and 10 to go.
Hike!
He hands it to the running back. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That will be good for about 6. The offense sets up in the pistol formation.
Go!
Newman's back to pass. He's got a receiver deep on the left side of the field. Incomplete pass. Tenth play of the drive. Dropping back. Newman with the toss. And the pass is incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Select.
The punt's away. This punt will sail out of bounds. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. The receiver goes into motion.
Go!
Steps into the pocket. He finds the target running deep down the sideline. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense.
Select.
Stevens back into the pocket. Looking short for a target over by the sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First down and 10 to go.
Go!
Stevens hands it off. Brought down by Monroe. Gain of 5 on the play. Stevens with the pass. The ball comes out. And he's finally stopped after a great run. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Dropping back. He throws one, and it's complete. And the tackle is made. That'll be good for a first down. First and 10.
Hike!
Stevens gives it away. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Jackson. That will keep the chains moving. 2 backs for the offense.
Go!
Stevens hands it off. Wilkins breaks through. It's a sack. They'll lose 1 on the play. Second and goal.
Tonight.
Stevens gives it away. Touchdown! That will do it for us today. For everyone at Access Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye until next time.